Hello everyone, good morning. Today I'm going to create that makeup look that y'all have been requesting. I decided to come in here because I feel the nice breeze coming through the window, and plus it's a little bit more lighter in this room versus my regular room where I do my fashion videos. That's why I have to use like lighting in there. This is about the only area that has some lighting in this house, like natural lighting. So I'm going to show this video to y'all because I'm not into makeup anymore. I'm more about fashion, but I did receive some requests on how I've been what makeup I've been using and things like that. So it's very simple and quick. I don't take a long time anymore with makeup. I just basically put on makeup and get done. That's how it is these days. I'm not into makeup no more. I mean, of course I buy makeup because I'm doing fashion videos. I still like to put on makeup, whenever I feel like putting on makeup. But as far as it being something that I want to do on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, no, I'm not into it anymore. So I'm more into fashion, but I'm going to do this video just for you who have requested. Now, my prep is very simple. Basically, I've been using the Skin Moisture Cream. Now, I cannot talk too loud because others is next in the next room, so I'm not going to talk too loud. But this is the Skin Moisture Cream that I've got from Dollar General's by Believe Beauty. I've been really liking this. So because I've been liking this and how well it looks on my skin, how it moisturizes my skin, I got the face toning mist as well. This is what I'll use to set my makeup when I get done. We'll get to that part, but this is an amazing line and you can buy it at Dollar General. It's the Believe Beauty skincare line. They have a cleanser and a night mask and just a few extra things. I'm just using the moisture cream and the toning mist. Okay, so I use this, the moisture cream, and then I also use this as an SPF product, but it is an SPF product, but it's also a wrinkle defense type of moisturizer. This is the Paula's Choice super light daily wrinkle defense. It has a broad spectrum of SPF of 30. It's better to have some SPF on than nothing. I recommend that to anybody, no matter who you are. Put on some SPF. This silky lotion mattifies with a sheer natural tint for all skin tones. It helps prevent UV damage and signs of aging. Why not get SPF and also something good for wrinkles? Because I'm 45 years old, so okay, so I'm gonna use something that's good for that. Now, sometimes or occasionally when I want something that's luminous on my skin, I will use this Skin Lab Instant Radiance Booster. This lift and firms the skin. It's an instant. It instantly primes for a luminous complexion. This is when I want a nice glow. As you can tell, I've used a lot of that, but I will not be using this because this is not what I've been using lately. That means in the last few months, 2 months or so, I haven't been using this, but before, I've been using a lot. So yeah, but this is something also would be a great primer if you're really dry and you need something. This is by the brand called Skin Lab. That's the name of it. So that's really good product, but I have not been using it. So let me go ahead and begin with the products that I have been using. So once again, the moisture cream by Believe Beauty, and it really doesn't take a lot of this. Sometimes I go in a little bit more depending on my skin and how dry my skin is. I basically put about that much on because I'm going to go back in, or I'm going to go back with or add on the Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense lotion here. So I don't really need a whole lot because this is going to add some moisture as well. And this is how this looks. I just been getting a sample one. You can get the bigger size, but that's how it looks there. You'll see it on my skin, see? And it kind of adjusts to your skin tone. But I wouldn't say you can wear this alone. Not if you're my skin tone. Maybe if you're lighter, could you just use this alone without foundation. I feel like you can still, it doesn't like really blend into the skin. But the main thing is that it is a good sunscreen product and a product that's good for wrinkles. I'm gonna invest in more of the Paula's Choice skincare products. I've heard a lot about it, so I know this really makes a difference in my opinion with how well my skin looks. So now I'm just gonna rub this in together, but do not put this on your eyes. I don't know, I wouldn't put the moisture cream nor the Paula's Choice cream on my eyes. I get very close to my under eyes, like this is about as close I'll get, but that's it. I don't put this on my eyes. Like some moisturizers you could put on your eyelids and stuff like that, but I never do. I never do that. I'd rather use a moisturizing eyelid primer or a concealer for that purpose. But you know, everybody do whatever you like. This is just what I do. So how's everybody doing this morning? I hope everyone's doing well. I woke up early this morning, and then I woke up at 4 and I was ready to get up then, y'all. I just don't like this place. Like I would have been and had this video done and already uploaded and everything because I was up early this morning. And I just went back to sleep because I just don't like going in that room at certain times. I just don't, y'all. It's just so many. You don't want me to get into all of that. But anyways, you guys, I'm doing it now and it's like 11 o'clock. So I just took a shower and all that. So actually I got started around 10. Could have got started at 9, but I watched a little stuff on YouTube. But anyways, you guys, now this is the thing that I do. I think concealer is everything right now. I used to do this way back in the day, and before I do my makeup, y'all, if my lips is chapped, I use the lip repair night treatment lip balm. This is really good. You can use it in the daytime too, but if you put it on at night, in the morning your lips will be moisturized. But my lips is not dry, so I'm not going to worry about that. But I'm just saying that's also a part of makeup preparation in a sense. Okay, so now I feel like concealers is everything. This is what, in my opinion, it helps with covering up everything you need covered, okay, as we know, because it's concealer. But also concealers provide more coverage. I know that you can get full coverage foundations and stuff like that, but I've been doing this for years. If you don't believe me, you can check out my Sheila Shimei channel, and you would see where I used to put concealer all over my face. Then I would go in with some foundation because I do have some discoloration, like some damage on my skin, especially on my cheeks and on my forehead area, and a few I guess spots on my face, and even I'm darker right here around my lip now, but that's okay. I mean, it's not real bad. I still go out with no makeup. I feel like my skin has improved. But I think concealers is a good way of putting on something really quick that will provide coverage and also be durable or last or endured during the day. So concealers can be your very best friend. That means if you're just in a quick rush and you need to put something on that will cover a few things, but you got to hurry up, just get your concealer. Get your concealer and put it on your face. And you can do, of course, you can put your concealer on your eyelids and everything. Everything will be basically, covered or concealed or whatnot, and you can just easily walk out and do what you got to do. So concealers is like my best friend lately, and as you can tell, I have different shades of concealer. That's because I put it on a certain way. I put a shade, every one of these shades on a certain way. So but I don't just use this alone. I do use a foundation, and this has been one of my favorites. This is the Revlon Colorstay Light Cover Foundation. It has a natural finish. It does have sunscreen of 35. So 30 plus 35, that means 65% of SPF I'm putting on my skin. So this one is actually in the shade Caramel, because you got to look at my concealers, you guys. Okay, so I'm sort of like highlighting my face, but also blending this foundation, which is a little bit darker than my skin, and matching the colors to my natural skin tone. So that's just what I do. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to do something that I haven't done in a long time, because I feel like, one thing that I used to love doing is to go ahead and do my brows. That way, when I put my concealer on and stuff like that, I won't touch my face and stuff. And you'll see, because the thing about concealers is once you put them on, it takes a little while to dry. You may not like that. So if you got other things to do, like your brows and stuff, you might start touching your face, and then you realize, oh, my concealer, my handprint or fingerprint is on there. Okay, that's the thing about concealer. So you might want to go ahead and do your brows first, or if you're just doing it and say, basically you can straighten that out real quick. You can either use your finger and just dab that area back in where you've touched your face to fix your brows, or you can add or use some cotton rounds and just dab it. And also, this is real good if you put too much concealer on where it looks too cakey. Then you can actually use a cotton round to absorb some of that concealer off, or you can use a beauty blender. But the thing about beauty blenders, if you wet it, and of course that's what we do with the beauty blender most of the time, if you wet it and you put that beauty sponge on concealer, certain concealers do not work well with beauty blenders. So that's why I recommend cotton rounds rather than a beauty blender if you overdo it with the concealer and you feel like it's too much. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the brows real quick, even though I know usually I just go on in with my face makeup, but I know y'all gonna see my handprints all over the place. So I don't want to do that, because I want y'all to see that this does work. I've done this technique several times. Like I said, this is nothing new. I've done this way back when I first started doing YouTube, and this is just a quick way of covering things and also getting some makeup on your face, without having to worry about foundation. And one reason why I got into concealers is because I used to have to blend different products to match my skin tone. It was very hard. But now we don't have that problem now. A lot of companies have advanced with many shades. So now I can find a shade that matches me very well. But y'all, as far as this eyebrow products, I use the ELF Instant Brow pencil, and then I go back in with the Shape and Stay brow pencil, and I forgot one other product. Y'all hold on, let me go get it, because it's not complete unless I show you everything. All right, so the other product that I use is actually an old school type of product. I seen it at an Burke's Outlet, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get this product. This is the Physicians Formula Feather Brow Fiber Highlighter Duo, and so it's a fiber. What did I say? Fiber and highlighter duo. I use this side here because it's fibers. It's gonna create like fake hairs, make my thin brow hairs look a little bit thicker. And plus it also adds some color because as you can see, my brows is blonde, red, brown. Y'all see, they're very light. You can barely tell that I have brows, but I do, y'all. They're very thin, but I have brows. But I use this also to actually add color to my brows. So first I start with the pencil. As y'all see, I combed my brows up. Now I used to use the wax first, but I like the wax after I actually go through. And I did kind of sculpt my brows a little bit, y'all, over the weekend. And this is in the shade, I don't know, I think it's in brown. So what I like to do with this is basically go through my brows this way, like actually rub the product through my brows, not really shape them, but just adding color to my brows so they're noticeable. See here versus over here. Like, this is somewhat of a natural way, a natural technique, so that you're basically kind of giving that, I don't want to say lamination stuff, what people do. Oh my God, I want to get that done eventually one day. But this kind of, if you do this little technique right here, this kind of is the pencil form of or way of doing it. And of course, it's nothing compared to the real deal. But you know, we can fake it till we make it, right? Okay. All right. So kind of add that definition, see here, to my brow. And like I said, I didn't go in with the pencil pointed like I used to and just really like fill in my brows really bold. I just kind of just go through them and just put that color on my brow hairs so that you actually get to see that I do have brow hairs after plucking them out so much. I think I'm gonna keep them this thick and just get them waxed every so long when they grow out. But yeah, you guys, you get to see that I truly do have brows. They may be thin, but they're there. This side is a little bit thinner for some reason. The other side just looks so much better. And I have to go up a little bit higher because, as we know, one brow is not even as the other. And I'm going to straighten out, like if there's any areas after you do this and everything, if it's uneven, you can always grab concealer and, of course, make it neater. However, a lot of times what I do, I don't have time for that. You know, I don't have time for all of that no more. I just grab my finger and just actually just, just put everything in place. And then if this comes down a little longer, and it does, this side does, because the hair is a little bit longer, then all I do is just grab the pencil and literally just bring that color on down and to the same length as the other side. Okay, they're not going to be even and perfectly even, but you know what I'm saying. Just try to get them as even as you can. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'm not going to worry about it, okay? They're not going to be perfect. So that's the brow pencil by ELF. So next, what I do is I take the brow wax. This is the ELF Shape and Stay brow pencil. This does help keep the feather brow on, okay? So if it gets hot and stuff, my brows is going to stay in place. And I love this wax pencil. It's been a favorite of mine ever since it came out. So what I do is I go through it just very lightly, just to set that brow pencil. You don't want to put too much or you're going to take off everything you just put on. So you just want to kind of stick the brows onto the skin, basically, with this wax. So that how you put the way that you put the brow color on, the brow pencil color on, it will stay in place. And your brow shape will stay in place all day. See there, look how neat it looks. Okay, so I love this pencil. I don't hear too many people talk about this no more because there's so many brow products out there, and I know it's newer brow pencils. But once I find something that's good, I'm just all for it. Now I'm going to go in with the Feather Brow, and this is going to make my brows darker, but I feel like because my wig roots is darker, I feel like it still works together. It still looks good. So then I just go through here and just rub that straight onto the wax that I just applied on. And then this helps fill in the gaps. See how it just filled in that gap that was right up in there? And look at this gap right here, okay? So this helps fill in the gaps in the brows. Just kind of fill it in. Sometimes you have to go on the side. You know, you just work with it until you get it the way you want. And sometimes you have to wait till it dries. It just depends on how much wax you use and all of that. And then if you want an arch, you can actually use this and kind of create an arch because that brow wax is there. So there we go. I'm content with my brow. That's it. That's how simple it is. Okay? And trust me, when you do this without videotaping, it's faster. It's that I'm talking. If I'm not talking, then this is so quick and fast that it doesn't take this much time. But I wanted to go ahead and do my brows, and I'm going to go ahead and do my eye makeup. Do y'all want to see the eye makeup? I'm going to go ahead and tape the eye makeup because it's going to be very simple and fast. However, I might edit that part out or just put that as a separate part of the video. But some of y'all might want to see the makeup, the entire, from what I understand, you want to see the entire makeup look. So what I use, I've been using several eyeshadow palettes, honestly, and I just got some new ones. So I decided to bring in the newest one, which I really like and appreciative of. Okay. And so this side may be a little bit darker than the other side as far as the Feather Brow product, because I have more thinner areas in this brow than I do over here on the other side. And I did make this brow just a little bit bigger. So the good thing about it, you have this pointed end and you can always go up a little higher and get the brows even. I just love the pointed design of this brow pencil. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I run out, because I can tell I'm getting very, like, the product is running out. But I really like this brow product very much. It's really good for my brows, and y'all, that right there is good enough for me. Okay, I'll cut that off right there. All right, so that's good. So that is the eye booster. So this is the Feather Brow eye booster. That's what I use. I like the color and it matches the roots of my wig. So that worked out really good. Now, what I do now is I go ahead. Back in the day, I always did my my eye makeup. So if I have any fallout, then my foundation or concealers will cover that up. All right, so what I use as an eye primer is this product right here. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow product here. I'm gonna place this like right onto my lid here. And this is in the shade Sand, I believe. So there we go with this. Just adding this color on. This is my primer. And so I'm going to take a brush and blend this in. Yes, I use a good bit of it because if I need to straighten out my brow, then I can. I have enough product on this brush. Just like right now, I'm straightening out this inner portion of my brow here with the product that's on my brush. And this tends to match my skin very well, so that's why I choose this. And it is a luminous, so it's moisturizing, but it's not too moisturizing. It's just enough moisture where my eyelids doesn't look too dry, because y'all know your eyelids can get dry just like the rest of your face. Trust me, I remember when I was really, when I really had dry skin, my eyelids would get so dry. I don't know if it was from people that tampered with my stuff, or was it just my skin, but my lids would get dry. And when my lids would get dry, my eyeshadows never went on really good. So it's good that your eyelids is moisturized, because that also helps with the eyeshadow looking real smooth on the eyelid. So I highly recommend the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow concealer, but I don't only use that on my eyelids. You'll see what I use that for too on my face. Okay, so, and the good thing about that concealer is that it dries up really quick as well. I'm ready for eyeshadows already. So I'm gonna use one of my newest palettes. I have other new palettes, but this one I've been wanting for a while. This is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I absolutely love this palette, and I really haven't even used the brush yet. I'm saving the brush. I think I should use the brush, but then again, I've got two brushes that I bought in today to create an eye makeup look. I have this one here from Sigma. This one here. I forgot what number it is. Everything, see, it says Sigma right there, but I can't remember the number. But it's the blending brush, and then this one here, I think it's from Coastal Scents. Where's this one's from? Is this one's from Sigma? No, this is from Sigma too. This is from Sigma too. So both of them are from Sigma. And so I'm going to start out with, I'm going to keep it kind of simple. I've been creating somewhat natural looks. Sometimes I get into bold looks and then I go back to just simple looks. But I'm going to start out with the shade. I love the shade. These two transition shades right here. My favorite is the burnt orange. So I'm going to start with that shade to begin off with everything to start out. Okay, and I'm putting this above my crease, slightly into my crease, and slightly higher than my crease. Actually up on my brow bone. Like right here, y'all see me. Basically right up in there. And I like to at least dip into it about twice. You really don't have to put this much on, because this brand is so good that you don't really need to put a lot, because the quality is so amazing. But y'all, I like for my eyeshadows to really stick out. That's just me. So that's enough. 2 times is about enough. Actually, 1 time is good, but I just go ahead with another coat because I'm extra. Y'all know. If you don't know, then you need to look at my Sheila Shimei channel. Then you will know how extra I am with makeup. I remember some people used to message me and say, you really don't need to put that much stuff on. But I was just, I wasn't an artist or anything. I was just doing makeup the way I felt like looked good. And then some people will love everything. I just did things completely different from what everybody else was doing at the time. So I'm just going to make sure I get the inner corner here. Okay, so that's basically like my eyeshadow base, I feel. Well, not eyeshadow base, but my transition color to start out everything. All right, so into my crease, and probably slightly above my crease, I feel like using this shade here. I don't think I've used it yet. Then again, I might have. I'm going to use this one called Love Letter. It's like this shade here. Y'all that has this palette, y'all know exactly the shades I'm talking about. I love this color on me. I think it brings out my hazel eyes right now. When it gets cold weather, when I wear certain, like especially red tones and pink tones, my eyes look hazel. And sometimes I like that look. Sometimes I just wear neutral tones and you don't see it. Like, I'm not a professional. I just put my makeup on the way I do it and the way that I like it. And so what I'm going to do is I started this into my crease, and then I'm going to go in with the next color that's going to go all the way onto my lid, because I just want basically one shade on my lid. And then I might add just one of these shimmer tones right into the center. Then again, I might just leave it as a matte shade. Okay, just kind of like trying to smooth this out a little bit. I'm going to grab the shade Golden Ochre, and that kind of helps blend out shades, but then again, that look kind of terrible then. I don't know why that looked like that, but let me go back in with Love Letter. We go back over that. That did not work with this color. Y'all, some colors just don't blend in with others. That did not blend in at all. So it's best for me to stick with the burnt orange shade. Yeah, let me just stick with it and blend this out. So okay, let me blend this out a little bit. And I'm having to turn around because my makeup brushes is over here on the side on the dryer area. I'm just kind of blending it just a little bit. But then again, I don't want it too blended. Y'all should know me by now. I don't really blend out my eyeshadows as much as some others may. Some others blend it out a little bit more. I just do what I do. Now I'm going to use Red Ochre and just bring this on down onto my lid like this. I don't know how this is going to look together. I normally just use that one shade and just bring it on down. That's what I've been doing lately, but this looks good. The more I put it on, the more it blends in together with the Love Letter shade. And I'm just putting this all over my lid. Then over here in the corner, I'm going to take the shade Cypress Umber, and I'm going to add just a little bit of this over here in the corner, just to deepen out or deepen up my outer corner over here. I don't care if it gets a little messy on the corner, because remember, I'm going to have to put on my concealer, foundation, all that, so that's going to all be corrected. Give some definition to the eye look here. All right, I'm liking that. Then underneath the eyes, you guys, I'm going to take the Cypress Umber that I just used, and I'm going to take Antique Bronze as well, with a little bit of Real Gar. Mix all three shades together and add this on my lash line underneath. kind of smoke it out a little bit. The one thing I say about this palette, it does have some fallout. That's why I feel like using this palette is better to use first before foundation, unless you're just going out real quick and just doing your errands or whatnot. So that's the eyeshadow on this side. So let me go ahead and do this other side, you guys, and let me get caught up, okay? All right, so both eyes is caught up. Basically, I've got everything, and this is just the way I like everything, y'all. Like, I don't always blend out everything correctly. I've said it over and over, but this is just how I do it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I do not, and I'm okay with it, you know. It's all right. So the next thing is I'm going to highlight my brow bone. I'm going to use Tempera. I think that's the name of it. This shade here. I'm going to use a little bit of this right here underneath my brow bone to brighten up that area. Give some definition to my brow bone, my brows. Okay, just a little bit. Same thing over here on this side. This also helps to align the brows too. Make them look just a little bit neater and more, I guess, smooth looking. So, as y'all probably already know that. Just the highlight of it just looks better. And then I just take my finger. If I put too much on, I just kind of blend it out with my finger just like that. I like this look already. Now I'm going to add, I think I'm going to add this, there's actually two highlighting shades. One is a golden shade. One is more like a, what is it? Like a cream golden shade. I think I'm going to use just a little bit of this, it's called Primera. I'm going to take just a little bit of that and add it right here. Just to add a little shine on my lid. I don't want a whole lot, but I don't want to take too much of that color off. But just a little shine there on the lid. Bring it up a little bit higher, like right to my crease. And just barely tapping that color on. So it has this little shine, this little sheen on my lid like that. I do that sometimes. It's just like that little shine there. I don't use as much shimmer as I used to, but then again, I love shimmer on my brow bone. Even though I could have used this shade, it would have been pretty, but just happened to see it. I didn't. I'm just, like I said, I've been wanting this palette for a while, but I'm just, basically it's brand new to me. And I'm just playing with it and everything and just using it. And yeah, I'm liking it so far. There's no issues with it. I mean, I like it. I love this palette. I've been wanting it for a long, long time. So what I do is when I go up a little bit too high with that shimmer shade, I just take the brush where I had the other color and just blend everything back on so that shimmer shade does not go up too high. Now that's good with me. Now don't worry about it being all wild, y'all, because the concealer and all that is going to work out, okay? It's gonna straighten up everything. So right now what I do is I go ahead and put on my liner. Now I will be putting on lashes, but I'm gonna do lashes off camera. So yeah, I use the Hard Candy Marilyn Monroe Beauty Marker. Yes, it does have the wing stamp if you want the wing stamp. I just want to line my eye just a little bit. So I love the eyeliner. Look how pointed that is. This is by Hard Candy. So I'm just going to line right onto my lash line, just like this. And I know I'm looking this way, you guys, but my mirror is right here. And I really don't want this line too thick. Every time I say that, I end up creating a thicker line. I really want it to be small because with lashes, you really don't even need eyeliner. You really don't. And I don't want a wing. So this is it. So I'm going to do this eye over here. And this is where I always mess up because when it pertains to this eye, I have to keep my eye shut over here on this side. Like I cannot do it with my eyes open on this side for some reason. And then I end up making the line a little bit thicker than the other side. Okay, we'll leave it like that. Because I'm going to put on lashes and that's going to be all covered up anyway. Basically. Unless I do a wing, but I'm not doing a wing. I mean, wings are pretty, but I'm not doing one, not with this look. I have been doing a wing all the time, but I'm not doing one today. Okay, because something about this stamp, I mean, I like the stamp, but they should make it a little bit bigger. Like, see what I'm saying? It's so small. I feel like the only way it works is that you literally have to come out to here and you have one of those real long lined, instead of having the real pretty decorative, not decorative, but the real cute liner. I've never been good with wing liner. That's one reason why I won't do it. I love wing liner. I'm just not good at it. Never have I. And so if I don't really have to line my eyes or wing my eyes, not line them, I don't do it. But I've been training. I've been trying all these years, and I can do it sometimes good, then other days I can't. So y'all, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible eyeliner here in Carbon Black. I am going to line my waterline, my lash line here on the bottom. I love my liner. I do have to create my cheek Monday video, so this will be my makeup look for today. I have in mind what I'm going to put on, but I'm not sure. I'm undecided on two things. I don't know if I'm going to put on a dress or something else, some jeans. I don't know. I might put on the jeans because I haven't did anything really with a pair of jeans yet. And because we're getting into fall, that might be something nice to do with a pretty sexy top. Okay, y'all, that's good for me. This breeze from the window, it feels so good. That's why I decided to come in here. And the lighting is good, but this breeze, I just love this breeze. It reminds me of back when I first started doing YouTube. I used to open up my patio door and I used to have the best breeze that would come in, and I would just really create amazing looks because the breeze would feel so good. Oh, I miss that so much. I really do. I miss that nice breeze. But anyways, you guys, so now basically I need to put on mascara and lashes. Now I'm just going to use the Maybelline Marvel mascara here and coat my lashes. This just helps keep the lashes on. you know how it just kind of like when you use your tweezers, the mascara kind of holds on to the falsies really good. So I'm just going to add a coat of mascara. That's all I need. I love my falsies. I've been wearing them a lot now since I got the Ioni lash glue. It's like 100% vegan, so it doesn't have all the harsh chemicals like some of the other lash glue. So I feel better having lash glue like that than the lash glue that has a lot of chemicals, because I'm being very careful with my lashes due to what happened with me and my eye injury and the abuse. So I'd be very, very careful about that. So before I do my bottom lash line, I like to go ahead and put on my lashes. So y'all, let me go put on my pair of lashes and I'll be back. Well, hold on. I feel like I should just go ahead and straighten up this, straighten up this eyeshadow a good bit. I feel like doing that before I put on the lashes, because once I put on those lashes, it's one of those things that's going to be like, kind of hard to straighten it up. I'm going to use the shade Vulgar. Not Vulgar, but Real Gore. And I'm going to kind of like try to blend this out a little bit more, the edges of this eyeshadow here. Try to blend it out just a little bit more. Add a little. This is a beautiful color. I'm going to use this next time. It's like this beautiful autumn orange shade. It looks very pretty all together with the tones. So I need to go ahead and clean up the eyeshadow before I put it on the lashes. So I'm just blending that out. Blending it all out very nicely. There we go. I kind of gave it that little warmth to the eyeshadow look that I like. Looks amazing. Absolutely stunning. All right, so that did help out with a little bit of additional color. So now you guys, what I'm gonna do is, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my lashes, and then I'll come back. No. That ain't what I said. I'm gonna clean up my eyeshadow where I came out of line a little bit, just straighten it out a little bit. I just add some of this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, and I just straighten it up because I like my eyeshadows to go upward because of my eye shape. That just looks good on me. So I take just a brush and just go across here and just straighten it and go as high as I like or how neat I want, and just blend out the concealer, and there we go. We got that straight line there, see? And that's the way I do it. I always have done it that way, and I think a lot of people do. Because when you were putting on those eyeshadows, a lot of times we just put them on and we go, well, we'll fix the mess later. And that's what you should do, because you never know what all eyeshadows you're going to use and what kind of looks you're going for. Sometimes you start out with the look and you're like, this is not really what I want. And then at least you can do this right here and just clean it up the way you want. And see, now my eyeshadows my eyes look wider now since I did that. So y'all, let me put on my lashes and I'll be right back, and we're ready for the face makeup. All right, so I have put on the lashes. These are the new I forget what they call them. I got them from Amazon, and they look weird right now because I haven't curled them. I'm waiting on the glue to dry real good before I curl them, but I did use the Everlasting Lash Glue by Ayani. I like it because it's 100% vegan. I feel like it's one of the safest glues that I could use personally after having such an eye injury. So this eye right here, y'all, this one, this lash here always look weird. So don't pay it no attention. I'm not done with my eyes, but right now I'm just letting the glue sit there. So when I get ready to curl my lashes, my falsies, they won't come off, hopefully. Sometimes they still come off, and I just have to add just a little bit of glue and make it work. So now it's time for face makeup, because I've done the eye makeup, and I feel like, y'all, when I went into the room, I said, this is such an autumn-like makeup look. This is really a nice autumn makeup look. I can see all the autumn shades, so I can basically call this an autumn look, makeup look. So let's go on in with the part that y'all want to see, I feel, but I went ahead and showed y'all all of it because I didn't know if you was talking about the entire makeup look. I think you were. So I don't mind showing all of it, and I did. And I will put some some mascara on my bottom lashes. Let's do that first. No, because we're fixing to put on concealer. We'll do that afterwards. No, we can't do that now. So let's put on the concealers. Like I said, the concealers is my best friend. This is my full coverage thing. This is what I've been loving. This is what I've been doing, you guys. I haven't been creating makeup videos, so no one would know except for people here that I live with would know that I've been using concealers on my face for a while as a part of my foundation routine. So this is not something that I actually seen somebody do and actually copy the trend, even though I've been doing this like when I first started doing YouTube. So it's not nothing new, okay? So I'm just making a point in case somebody say, oh, you know, I was doing it back in 2013. So but it doesn't matter. I mean, I see some things that I do see other people do, and I try to do it. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. I get inspired. So the first shade that I use is the Milani Conceal Perfect in light beige. I put it on into the inner corner of my eye, like right up in here. And sometimes I really go in there, you guys, and just put it on like that. Same thing on this side. This is to highlight the inner portions of my eye. That's the whole purpose. This is in light beige, so of course it's going to do some highlighting. I bring it onto my nose just a little bit, so when I go in with the bronzer, I will, you know, have that little highlighted, what is it, edge on the side. So this is in light beige, and then I go ahead and I take the L'Oreal Infallible in Pro Glow in Sand, and I use this on the outer portion because this will also kind of brighten, but yeah, it will match into my skin because it's like a peachy warm type color. So I can use this as concealer on its own, but this is what I like to use so that that light beige is not too light. So that's what I do right there. Then I take the Milani Concealing Perfect in pure beige, and I go ahead and put this in the center of my forehead here. Right here. And then I just work it on down my nose area, just like that. looks like I'm contouring, and in a way I am, but this is actually my foundation. Because it's going to cover my freckles, my spots, discoloration. Because this concealer is like, this concealer has so much coverage you could use it as a foundation. So I do. Then I put one line down there as if I'm straightening out a contour line. Okay, and then that is in pure beige. And then I go in with the NYX HD Studio Photogenic in CW04. I take it and I add a line down here. Yes, I highlight way down here by my jaw line. Then, probably getting this all over the place. Then I put some right here on my forehead, like that. And then I go around my laugh lines, which I don't have laugh lines too much, thank the Lord. I just have my dimple lines. And as far as this area right here where I have this pimple that I just popped, I mean, I don't worry about that no more. I'm going to have to get the kind of concealer that's in a jar. I used to like the MAC one. I'm going to get one because that was really good to cover up spots. It's a certain one. I can't remember what kind I used to get, but it was a certain kind. So this is where I come in because I got all this highlighted. And also everything's on, which I like to do. And then I go in with the shade Caramel, this Revlon Colorstay, because this does last a long time on the skin. As you can see, I use it so much, it's like a mess. I need to clean it up. But that's just how much I use it, y'all. Like, I use it a lot. And so I take my foundation brush. I like a brush better. You can use a beauty sponge, but like I said, with concealers, I feel like a lot of time beauty sponges is not going to work good with like concealers. I feel like it's gonna bring up everything. Like, it's gonna take off your concealer. So I just pat that on because this right here is going to blend in so that the foundation look will match my skin. Because you see, I have a lot of highlight shades going on. So I have to get a shade that's in there that's going to blend in so it will match my skin tone. And I just dab it anywhere I like. Usually I dab it in neater places, but this brush is an IT Cosmetic brush, and it's a really big foundation brush. So I don't, like I said, I have to put it on the best way I can with this brush. So let's make sure that we put this on so when I blend it out, it will blend out good and match my skin tone, but yet have a highlight look as well. So that's that, you guys. Okay, gotta clean up my tray here. All right, so now what I do is I just blend it all in. I start this way on the bottom portion, and it just matches my skin really well. All the colors matches really good. And I wait a little while for my under eye area. I like for the concealer to dry a good bit. Not a good bit, but you know what I'm saying, enough. And then I go in and just blend this area of my face right here. Blend it. Just like that. And bring it on down around my jaw area. Just like that. And then on my forehead, I blend it there. Look at the coverage. Like, do y'all not see that? The coverage is amazing. Look at that. And I just go around the brows as neat as I can. Usually I don't never have to worry about doing that, but because I did my brows first, and this is like my old school way of doing everything. So when I get to my foundation, I know I am about done. That's the way it was back in the day. Okay. Just go around everything that's been done. Okay, and then we can always go back and smooth it out, but it looks smooth. And trust me, I have all the coverage I need. Like, this coverage is so amazing. All the concealers like that. HD foundation from NYX. The Milani Concealing Perfect. Like, this is the ultimate coverage. Like, if you're doing photos, shoots, whatever, anything of the sort, this is the time also you can, like, if you feel like you came out a little bit too far with your brow product in the front, you can use the foundation to, like, straighten that all up like that. As you can see, I kind of shortened how far out I came with my brows. And also I can tell that I kind of messed up my brows right up in there. Just go back over it and clean it up with the brush. This is nothing new. Check out my Sheila Shimay channel. This is what I did. Now I'm going to do my under eyes, which is basically just dabbing this on. And it's going to give me the best coverage, y'all, because I let that set and dry. And plus, I'm in front of the window, which has a wonderful breeze. So it's really going to set really fast. And sometimes, in this case, sometimes a brush, when you get right up under the lashes, sometimes you have to go in with another brush or just your finger and just kind of smooth it right underneath the eyes. Now, sometimes I don't like to do this if I feel like my lines are really bad underneath my eyes. But y'all see how beautiful that look? That's what y'all be seeing. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on this side. It's just blend the two concealers, the Milani in light beige and the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in sand underneath my eyes. Just like that. Get as close to that eyeshadow color. If you put any color underneath the lash line, get as close to it as you can. Then some people say that they can't do that because their lines insinuate or they look more noticeable. And I get that because I can see on this side I have more lines trying to show. But that toning mist spray is going to smooth that out. Y'all gonna see it. And look how it has covered the redness around my nose. Like, look at that coverage. Like, look, this looks like, it reminds me of another foundation that I had got. It was a name brand foundation. It was expensive, but I got it. I can't remember. This coverage reminds me of that foundation. I didn't like it too much then because I wasn't really into, like, I was into full coverage look, but I was like not liking how matte it looked because my skin was very dry at the time because there was a lot of tampering and stuff going on with my products. But y'all get what I'm saying. It reminds me of another it reminds me of a foundation that I got like years ago. So this is the time where I like to go back over the eyeshadow underneath my eyes because sometimes I can make it uneven. And I forgot to bring my brushes. I will have to go get my brushes for my bronzer. But I'm going to take the color Amber no antique bronze. I'm using the pencil brush here. This is by Avon. I got this a long time ago. And I'm going to go right back over that color. And it's going to stick better because of the concealer. See, it looks better now. But I like to put it on before because I get an outline of where that needs to go when I get done with my concealer. And so this looks going to be somewhat smoky toned, but also very cute in my opinion. So not too crazy, but it's cute. Okay, so y'all, now let me finish my eyes. So now I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes. And this is an ELF lash curler. I do have a Wet n Wild one. I just got that one for whenever this one runs out. But this has been good. So I'm going to curl my lashes so that they look a little bit more natural looking. Look up. I go about 3 times, and then if I need to go back, then I go back and recurl it. And I can tell I'm going to have to go back in, but this is okay for now. I just let it sit there for a little bit, see if it's going to like stay in place or not. Okay, so now I did the very same thing on this side. I actually look up 2, 3, just like that. And I let them stay like that. And then if I start to see them fall again, then I go over again. Usually that lasts for the rest of the day. Now it's time for me to finish like with my bronzer. As you can see that this foundation matches my skin. It's a little highlighted, but in person it's just a tad bit highlighted, just a little bit, but I like that. So now I'm going to go in with the bronzer, but let me get my brushes first and then we'll get into that part. Hopefully y'all got to see me use my bronzer. Y'all, if that did not show, I'm going to be very mad. But I use as bronzer, I just noticed that the camera has stopped and I thought I had touched it. If I didn't, oh my goodness. This is the Terracotta, Gourlane, and Light Blonde. That's what I used. It's a natural bronzer. I'm going to say this again because I don't know if it was videotaped or not. But this is what it looks like. It's an old school product, but y'all, I finally got my hands on it. It's the most perfect bronzer. That's what I use, you guys. Hopefully y'all got to see it, but I'm going to go over my face with it one more time so you'll see that this is truly what I use, because I noticed my camera has stopped. Once again, this is it. Guerlain Terracotta bronzer in Light Blonde. Go over it again. See here? Same bronzer. And I just bronzed my skin with this. This is such a beautiful natural bronzer. It's just gorgeous. I love the look of it. This is just warming up my skin because I've highlighted it so much. And I put some on my nose. I don't do the contour lines no more. It's not for me. And it has this nice perfume smell that I love. And I put some down here. So just so you know, that's exactly what I did in case that did not tape. But this is the bronzer that I use. The Guerlain Terracotta and Light Blonde bronzer. Love it. It's one of my faves. So now I'm going to curl my lashes again. As you can tell, they have that curl is loose there. So I'm going to look up and curl my lashes. I'll go about 4 times. Yeah, that's about it. I think that did it real good. See there? Opened up like it curled really good. Sometimes I had to do that. I had to curl it one time because these lashes are like medium thick and medium long. Look up. Do about 4 times. Okay, that's it. Hopefully they will stay like that throughout the video. So now, you guys, I'm going to put on my mascara and then some lipstick and we're done. So this is the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. I love this on my bottom lashes. I will need to repurchase very soon. But this really sticks out my lashes, and I like for my bottom lashes to look as thick as the falsies. So that's what I like. So add on this mascara. And over here. Yes, that's really deep, but that's the way I like it. Uh-oh. Touch my face. That'll dry up. Go over it about twice. I like my bottom lashes to look like my top lashes. So that's just me. That's what I like. So now for lipstick, I'm going to take my MAC lipstick and my NYX matte lip liner in London. That's the name of this one, my favorite. And this lipstick, you guys, go way back. I'm still using it. It's one of my MAC lipsticks. It's the Amplified. I can't even read it. Y'all, it's so old. But it smells fresh and it looks good. So I'm going to line my lips. And I like how natural my lips look. It looks like I don't have lipstick on. And y'all know how I love nude of anything. So and yes, I do overline. But it all works out. Okay. It all works out. Then go in with the MAC lipstick. I know it looks real pale, but with the lip liner, it's going to come together. See there? It looks very natural. Just like that. That's simple. You can go back over with the lip liner if you feel like you want those lines to show. A lot of times I don't. I just kind of overline to get my lips to look bigger. Just like that. And I'm content with that. And what you're going to notice if you do try this technique, what you're going to notice is that your lips your face is going to still feel damp. I got that little mascara out of the way. Your lips is going to, not your lips, but your face is still going to look or feel damp a little while. It'll dry up, but you're going to still feel like it's damp. I'm going to have to curl my lashes one more time. See, that's how it is, y'all, when you get thick lashes. This is one of the parts that I hate the most, is just getting them to stay up and not fall down. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Because they look better when they're up high rather than, y'all know how they're supposed to look. But I love these lashes, and I'll just keep working with them until I get the desired curl, in a sense. And they will eventually just stay up, okay? So I think that's pretty much it. And sometimes if you go back over the lashes and push them up, that also helps to keep them looking, or keep them from like uncurling or whatnot. So y'all, the next thing I do is I use the Believe Beauty Face Toning Mist. It's an energizing mist that delivers a boost of hydration while toning the skin. This is infused with witch hazel and lotus extract. It's for all skin types. I love this. I used this yesterday, and I created my video with my swimsuit, and I loved how my skin looked with this. That was the first time. Yesterday was my first time using this. I love it. It's very light. It spritz like this. Very light. Just a nice spritz in general. So I'm going to spray my face. Don't be ashamed. Lashes kind of stuck together. Don't be ashamed to use it. Like, that's going to kind of take that cakiness look. If you feel like after you do this technique that I did and your skin looks cakey, use a toning mist. I don't know about a setting spray. A setting spray probably will work too, but my experience since I've been doing this, I feel like my skin looks better when I use a toning mist. That means you can use this to as a setting spray and a toning. It's a toning and setting spray together. I recommend one like that because this is alcohol free, so it's gonna not dry out your skin more, because you see you got all of those mattifying concealers like the Milani Concealing Perfect. It's sort of mattifying. Not too mattifying, but it's sort of mattifying. And this right here is used to set makeup and renew throughout the day. It refreshes the skin, and it has aloe vera that works with witch hazel together to help soothe the skin, while lotus extract provides a boost of radiance. So therefore, you're not going to look too dry. I can see the difference already. I'm pretty sure y'all can too. There is a great difference in my skin since I put on this toning mist. That's why I say, if you have not went to your local Dollar General store and tried this skincare from Believe Beauty, I'm telling you, the two that I've used that I feel that you should try. I don't know about the others, but I do know about these two. The Moisture Cream by Believe Beauty is amazing, and this face toning mist is amazing. Try it out. I think you will like it. I love the way my skin looks. I love the way my skin feels. I like the way everything smooth out after using this toning mist, and I love how my skin feel when I put on this moisture cream. I feel like my skin is well prepped. So if you're just wanting to know, or just wanting to know the products that I recommend, those are two that I recommend. Also, there's a few other I do recommend. I know this is old school, but this is a wonderful natural bronzer. This is the Guerlain Terracotta in light blonde bronzer. Okay, I recommend this one if you want something natural, and if you want to go for a natural bronze look, this is the one to go for if you're just looking for one. I know it's old school, but for me, I just absolutely love that. Another product I recommend is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I love this palette. I think it's perfect time that I bought this, because this is like autumn light tones and stuff in there, some neutral tones. So I think it's perfect. Like, this look is autumn like look. Except I don't have blush that will really stick out the eyeshadow. I don't want it. I want it to look neutral. Let's see, what other product I would recommend. This one. I would recommend the Paula's Choice Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense product here. It has a broad spectrum of SPF of 30. I recommend this one. This is really good. You get the SPF and the wrinkle defense type of thing, lotion, which is amazing to put on the skin. So that's about it, y'all. Those are the main products that I would recommend, but however, I like everything that I use. The only thing is, I see that my brow here, I actually rubbed off some of it right up in here, and that happens, and all I do is just take my feather brow and just go right over it and fill it in, and that's it. It's done. There it is. Okay, so yeah, y'all, that is it. I hope y'all enjoyed this makeup look. I know it's a long video, but y'all, I did everything from start to now. I'm finished from the base, makeup base, all the way up to everything, the eye makeup look, everything. So I hope y'all enjoy this video, and now I'm fixing to go fix myself up and get ready to do my Cheek Monday video. And so this is the makeup look I'm going with. So who knows, I might add a little blush on, but I doubt it. I think I'm just going to keep it like this. But yeah, you guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this. For all of you that requested my makeup routine, that's it. However, I just went ahead and showed you my eye makeup and all that. But you got to see the foundation and the bronzer that I've been using. So you got to see all of that. And I hope this was helpful for someone. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And I will see y'all in my next video. So y'all take care. All right, much love to everyone. And let me take this out. It just doesn't look right. Like, what the heck? Okay, I happen to look like, what? You're not finished yet. Okay, y'all, I'm going to get finished up. I'm fixing to fix up myself and put on some clothes. Okay, so I hope y'all enjoy this video. Once again, I love the look. I think it's cute. So yeah, y'all, thank you for watching. Much love to everyone. Take care of yourself, and I will see y'all in my next video. Mwah. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, I forgot to show y'all what it looks like up close. I forgot about this. Like, this is it. Oh, that came in. See what I'm saying, y'all? That's why it's so important. If y'all are looking for a place to live, like I am, like, it's so important to get a place where there is very good lighting, because when you can actually get that natural lighting, you really get to see the true view of everything. See here, that's the true view. This is what it looks like. Like, I got a little bit further back from the window. However, the natural lighting showed a lot, but look how amazing this look in natural lighting. So look at the bronzer, y'all, the Guerlain Terracotta bronzer in blonde. Look how natural and beautiful that is. Isn't this the perfect bronzer for me? It's completely perfect. The eyeshadows is absolutely amazing.